Hi everyone and welcome to Sports Watch. If you like the content, please press the bell icon for further notifications and like, share and subscribe to the channel. Alex Poatan Pereira just destroyed Magomed Ankalaev in under a minute to regain his light heavyweight title in the main event of UFC 320. It was a vicious performance from the former champion and Ankalaev was left clueless. It was a dangerous Alex Pereira. An angry Alex Pereira, and Magomed Ankalaev was on the receiving end of the onslaught. Pereira had a lot going on his mind, and he absolutely unleashed his rage on Ankalaev. A lot of online back and forth went on between the fighters in the lead up to this fight, and Ankalaev's camp had a lot to say about Alex. His manager Ali stirred the pot when he said that Alex had been given favorable matchups by the UFC to make him look good and become a champion. This didn't go down well with Alex and he was visibly pissed. He even brought that point across to Ankalaev in the UFC PI and made sure that there was hell to pay when both of them got inside the octagon. Alex Pereira said that he wasn't 100% going into the previous fight. He had a broken hand and was also battling a norovirus infection. But despite not being at his best, Ankalaev could not take him out and won 3 rounds to 2. But this time around, Alex was determined to prove his point and shut all the naysayers. Those who doubted him have nowhere to hide. In all his matches in the UFC, Pereira hasn't looked this angry in a fight before. Even in his rivalry with Izzy, he was cold and calculated. But over here, he lost it. He came into the octagon with vile intentions, ready to put a dent into someone. He already has the demeanor of a stone cold killer, and if he's pissed off, you don't want to be standing across the octagon with him. As the round began, Pereira was on the front foot trying to land bombs on Ankalaev. Ankalaev didn't expect Alex to lunge in all guns blazing from the first bell. He retreated with his back against the fence, which is never a good idea against Pereira. Alex just let his hands go. He landed a couple of devastating inside leg kicks on Ankalaev. Those were hard, mean kicks, and it forced Ankalaev to change his stance. And once he switched to orthodox, Alex Pereira hit him with a devastating right hand on the neck. The weight of the punch wobbled Ankalaev, and he shot for the legs, still visibly dazed. But Poatan was having none of it. He landed some heavy ground and pound on top. He didn't panic, remained calm, and picked his shots. Those 12-6 elbows from the top on Ankalaev's skull were devastating. He landed a couple of them to the body as well. Herb Dean gave Ankalaev plenty of time to recover, but Alex was on top raining those shots. It was never going to be a scope for Ankalaev to recover. For the first time, Magomed Ankalaev was knocked out, and Pereira made it look easy. He stood over him with his signature style and emoted as if it was nothing. It was a thoroughly dominant victory for Alex Pereira, and he is once again the champion of the world. In his 9 fights in the UFC, he has won the belt thrice across 2 weight classes, which is crazy. This victory for Alex, however, doesn't hold good for his challenger, especially GD Prohaska, who early in the night had disposed of Khalil Roundtree Jr. in devastating fashion as well. GD looked impressed and almost teared up as he saw Alex win the rematch. He probably saw something that motivated him into another fight with Alex. GD has lost only twice in 10 years, and both those losses came to one person, Alex Pereira. He has finished everyone else he has fought. Even tonight, he wasn't at his best against Khalil Rountree Jr. He has down 2 rounds in every scorecard, but in the third round he came out like an absolute beast. He kept coming at Khalil from awkward angles with all sorts of shots. Kicks to the body, elbows to the face, left hooks to the body, right hands until Khalil buckled and couldn't take it anymore. He was absolutely kill or be killed from Jiri. He has now finished Jamal Hill and Roundtree Jr. in consecutive fights, but still might not get a title shot given his history with Alex. He is the next best light heavyweight by a country mile. People are high on Carlos Ulberg, but he has fought absolutely nobody and doesn't deserve to be in the reckoning for a title shot. It will be interesting to see what holds next for Alex. In the co-main event, Merab Dvalishvili was once again dominant and put on an absolute clinic to destroy Cory Sandhagen. It wasn't a competitive fight as it is with Merab. Even though Cory tried his best, it wasn't going to be enough. Cory Sandhagen couldn't stop the takedowns. He could try his level best in the first round where he won, but in the second round, Merab started being in his own element. He almost finished Cory in the second round. It was a miracle that he survived. And from there on in, it was all Merab. He landed takedown after takedown. 20 takedowns, the most in a title fight. He was just one shy of breaking Khabib's all-time record of 21 takedowns in an UFC fight. Cory Sandhagen once again proved that striking alone would not be able to defeat a contender like Merab Dvalishvili. You have to have something else. Merab has definitely evolved since his victories over Umar, Peter Yan, Henry Cejudo. He takes a lot more risks this time, and nobody in the division can match his wrestling. He knows that for a fact, and his cardio is insane. Even in his fight across 5 rounds with Sandhagen, he was smiling, he was waving to the crowd, he was dancing, he was under no pressure. That kind of confidence only comes when you have great faith in your preparation and you know that you already have the mental edge above your opponent. Cory Sandhagen couldn't let his hands go. He forgot about his kicks for the majority of the fight. He was doing that in the first couple of rounds, but later he started to box with Merab, which is never a good idea. And Merab got his takedowns pretty easily in the later half of the fight. Cory did his best, he stood up every single time, but that was exhausting. If someone takes you down 20 times in a fight, getting back up every 20 times, it would take a lot of energy from you. And that's what happened to Cory Sandhagen. He tried his best, but he came up short. Another dominant victory for Merab. Who is next for him? A rematch with Peter Yan is probably next. But the only challenge that is left for Merab in that division is the fight with Umar Nurmagomedov. Even though Merab won that fight, Merab was pushed to his limit. Umar won the first 2 rounds, and an argument can be made that the third round was pretty close, and had Umar not broken his hand, the outcome might have been pretty different. He is the only fighter in that division who can pose a challenge to Merab with his wrestling and striking. But you can't keep Merab out of the question. He is devastating in rematches as well. And he has fought champion after champion. Well, Umar has been injured since his last fight. Merab has fought Sean O'Malley. He has fought Cory Sandhagen. And he will be on the verge of fighting Peter Yan in December if the UFC allows him. So he is fighting the best of the best while Umar is still recuperating. That would be a good rematch if it takes place in the near future, and probably that is the best chance that somebody has of defeating Merab. It was a great night of fights, and once again, UFC 320 delivered. Let me know in the comment section what you feel. And if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.